the Syrian government and rebel groups have agreed a nationwide ceasefire from midnight 2200 hours GMT on Thursday. The deal was announced by Russia's President Vladimir Putin and confirmed by Turkey. The two nations, which back opposing sides, will act as guarantors. The High Negotiations Committee HNC, regarded by the UN as Syria's main opposition body, confirmed the deal, which excludes jihadist groups. If the truce holds, peace talks will be held in Kazakhstan within a month. At least 300,000 people are believed to have been killed in fighting that followed the uprising against President Bashar al-Assad in March 2011. The further 4 million have fled the country to seek refuge in neighboring states or Europe. How Moscow's Syria campaign has paid off for Putin. Aleppo. Before and after the battle. Why is there a war in Syria? Who is included in the deal? On the one side, Syrian government forces, their factional allies and the Russian military. On the other, the Free Syrian Army FSA, a loose alliance of several moderate rebel factions, plus other groups under the High Negotiations Committee HNC, the umbrella group representing Syria's political and armed opposition factions. FSA spokesman Osama Abuzaid said there were 13 armed opposition factions in all who had signed up. Osama Abuzaid: image copyright Reuters image caption Osama Abuzaid. No future for Bashar al-Assad. The Russian Defense Ministry listed 7 of the main rebel groups included in the truce as Falaq al-Sham, Ahrar al-Sham, Jaish al-Islam, Thawar al-Sham, Jaish al-Mujahideen, Jaish Idlib and al-Jabha al-Shamiyah. Ahrar al-Sham and Jaish al-Islam Army of Islam are the key names, neither of them part of the FSA. Who is not included? Jihadists. So-called Islamic State is, and the groups affiliated to them are not part of the agreement, Syria's army confirmed. It also said Jabhat Fateh al-Sham, formerly the Nusra Front, was excluded. However, some rebel officials told Reuters it was part of the deal, giving a hint of the complications that lie ahead. This is because JFC is intrinsically linked in Idlib province to groups that have signed up to the truce. Kurdish YPG fighters image copyright Reuters image caption. How will the Kurdish YPG react? The FSA also said that the deal did not include the Kurdish Popular Protection Unit's YPG. The YPG, along with other Kurdish militias, controls a large area of northern Syria up the Turkish border. It is regarded by Turkey as a terrorist organization and an extension of the banned Kurdistan Workers' Party PKK. What are the terms and where does it cover? It is nominally nationwide, although that really only covers the areas where the sides who have signed up to the truce have a presence. Map showing control of Syria and Iraq December 19, 2016. Looking at the map, there are large swathes under both jihadist and Kurdish control. One area that is included is the rebel-held area of Ghouta in eastern Damascus, where government forces have been advancing in recent months. Announcing the deal in Moscow, Mr. Putin said there were 3 key points: ceasefire between the two sides, measures for overseeing the truce, and agreement to start peace talks under the terms of the deal. The peace talks would begin within a month of the ceasefire taking effect, and would be held in the capital of Kazakhstan, Astana. The Kurdish YPG would not take part in the peace talks, the FSA said. Damaged building in Homa, in eastern Damascus image copyright Reuters image caption. The eastern suburbs of Damascus are included in the ceasefire deal. How did the ceasefire come about and can it hold? Previous ceasefire initiatives this year, brokered by the UN, or the US acting with Russia, quickly collapsed. But earlier this month, Russia and Turkey negotiated a ceasefire in Syria's second city, Aleppo, that led to tens of thousands of rebel fighters and civilians being evacuated from an enclave besieged by government forces. Aleppo image copyright image caption. The new deal follows the evacuation of Aleppo. The fact that the rebels have been losing ground may help this truce. The HNC admitted on Thursday that, because of the rebels' limited resources against government forces and their allies, it was not possible to continue the fight. What has the reaction to the deal been? Mr. Putin himself described the deal as fragile. He said Russia would cut its military presence in Syria but made it clear Moscow would continue fighting international terrorism and supporting the Syrian government. Syrian Foreign Minister Walid Muallem said there was now a real chance of finding a political solution, but that the rebels taking part must distance themselves from IS and former Al-Qaeda fighters. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan said a window of opportunity had been created that should not be wasted.